Hey guys, it's Jonathan Otero with J&J Management Group, and we buy houses Seminole. And we're standing, and you probably are familiar with this background already. We're at another closing here, and we're standing with Rebecca, who is the agent on this property, and Hector, who is the new buyer. And if you guys have seen, if you follow me on my YouTube or on my social media with Instagram and Facebook, this closing was for the house in Winter Springs at 110 North Edgemont Avenue. And you saw the before, and you saw the after, and I've kind of taken you on a whole journey through the whole process. And today is the end of that journey, where we actually now sold the house to the new buyer, which is Hector. And it's a great story, a phenomenal situation of what we did here. Hector is part of the military, and we were able to give this home to one of our veterans who served our country and protected our families. So we feel good about that. And Rebecca, who was his agent, is also someone who really, we were talking as we were signing the paperwork now, someone who understands that this business is not a 9-to-5 type of job, and she was able to build a story for her client Hector, and now here we are at the table closing, and you know, it's a win-win situation. We got a house that we sold, and Hector has a house that he now can live in for the next however many years of his life and grow into it. So what I want to do is I want to turn it over to Hector real quick so he can kind of tell you his story and his experience in going through the buying process, because I think it's important to know, a lot of you guys that are probably watching this that are buying a house for the first time are probably really, really scared, and Hector has some literally war stories, no pun intended, of what he went through. And then Rebecca's just going to give you her story of who she was and how they met as a client and agent relationship, and her process in her role in this process of buying the house. So I'll turn it over to you guys. Hector, if you could just let them know who you are and what you do, and just a little bit about your situation. Go ahead.
My name is Hector Lopez. I'm a fiber optics technician. I did 4 years in the military, in the Army, 2 overseas deployments in Iraq, got out in 2012. So I started looking for a house back in February of this year. I met Rebecca because while I was looking for a house, she was the only agent that actually came out on a Saturday. Not many agents actually want to come out on the weekends and show a house. So the reason that I chose to stick with her is because she came out that Saturday and helped me out. Through that time frame, we went through about 6 total. Well, we tried about 6 total times to get a house. We got 2 contracts out of them, and I used the VA since I'm a veteran. And both contracts fell through because the appraisal didn't match what the seller was asking for. So right off the bat, they just dropped me because they didn't want to work with me or anything, with the pricing of the house. Luckily, I found this house, 110 North Edgemont, and right off the bat, Jonathan heard my story, and he knew that the appraisal was the only thing that was pretty much holding me back from getting a home. So right off the bat, before he even got the appraisal, before anything even happened, he said he was willing to work with us. So first impression when I pulled up to the house is it was a white house. Clean, just real clean white, and that really grasped my attention because if I look around the neighborhood, that's pretty much the cleanest house that I've seen. As soon as I pulled in and I walked in through those doors, the first thing that caught my eye was that nice kitchen, that granite, that up-to-date appliances, just very open look, very clean floors. Then I seen the French doors. And then once I walked through those French doors, I seen that nice backyard with a nice pool. Automatically, I thought, man, this is great. Summertime's coming up, barbecues around the corner. I gotta have this.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Verastro with Charles Ruttenberg Realty, and as Hector said, I've been working with him for a number of months. Wow, it was a tough journey. I was starting to feel like there was a black cloud following me around, but lucky for me, Hector stayed with me, and I just want to emphasize that it was through patience and perseverance that we found this great house. And working with Jonathan was a real pleasure. Everything went smoothly. He tried to allay our fears about the appraisal because we had been burned twice, and not for small amounts of money, for considerable chunks of money, 15 to 20% of the listing price. So in any case, but he was confident, and sure enough, the appraisal came in great. The whole process was smooth as can be, and here we are. Hector's a homeowner. Yay!
Perfect and great. Thank you guys for doing this video. I appreciate it. And for you guys that are watching home, Rebecca touched on some important parts here. In this business, there's a lot of things that have to happen to get to this point where we're at today at the closing table. And this business is not a 9 to 5. And so there's and I said this comment just as before we were shooting this video. There's good agents and there's bad agents. And if you've seen some of my other videos, I talk about that specifically. Rebecca is an example of a good agent. So if you guys are looking to buy a house and you need an agent, Rebecca is someone that I would definitely point you in the right direction. Her number is going to be right now at the bottom of the screen. Her information is all there, and you can give her a call, and she can help you out. I know she works in Volusia County, Seminole County, Orange County, wherever you need to find a location. So give her a call. And Hector, I just want to thank you as well because, like I said also, you get into this business to make money, but along the way you find good people, and it really is just a people business. You're dealing with agents, you're dealing with buyers, sellers, title company people, lawyers, and so it's a people business. And sometimes it just feels good. When I first got into real estate investing, I never thought that there'd be a day where I'd feel so good and get that warm and fuzzy feeling that we were going to be able to give back. And I can never give back and make the sacrifice that Hector made for somebody like myself and my kids and my family, my wife. But so maybe this is a little part of a way that I can give back to Hector and give back to some of the service that he's given us and some of the sacrifices he made. So it makes me feel good. So Hector, congratulations again. I can't wait till you get into your new house. Good luck with everything. Rebecca, great transaction. Awesome working with you. And if you guys are looking to sell a house and you need an investor, give us a call. My number is right now at the bottom of the screen, 407-796-8557. And the website is webuyhousesseminole.org. Take care, guys. Thank you, Hector.